What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Sergeant Moose here, back with another Evil Dead the Game video. And today, guys, I want to talk about a little something, maybe a little controversial to some of you. I know there's going to be some of you that watch this video that may not like some of the things I'm about to say regarding the game and the balance of the game, but I feel like it needs to get out there. It needs to get talked about. And I did watch a YouTuber earlier, a very well-known creator. I won't name drop anything because I don't know if you know YouTubers like that, but some of you probably get the idea and probably know who I'm talking about. But probably my favorite YouTube content creator. I watch his, quite a few every now and then, but he's the one that I typically watch the most. But he made an interesting video today about the balance in the game and what's affecting the game. And I kind of wanted to echo some of the things he said, because honestly, to make change in games like this, in asymmetrical games, it requires the community to speak out. And being as someone myself that's been playing this game since launch, that's been playing it pretty hardcore since launch, both sides, Survivor and Demon, I feel like I need to share my opinion on this as well. So with that said, let's jump into it. So guys, this video is regarding the 2013 update, of course, with Mia, David, and the Plaguebringer. And with the update came some very big balance changes, of course, in the Demon's favor. We're not going to go over them. Everybody pretty much already knows kind of how the balance changes went, heavily in the Demon's favor. So whenever the game first came out, the Demon was very strong, especially with basic units and early game, things like that. Demons were winning a lot of games very, very early, not really giving the survivors a chance. Now that was changed. Demons were nerfed down a little bit, especially early game, which I get that gives the survivors more of a chance to get looted up, get their map pieces, and get ready to take on the Demon for endgame. Well, one thing I've noticed, guys, is there's a lot of really good demons in this game. A lot of outspoken, really good demons. Again, not going to name drop anything. But one thing I've noticed is on some of these demon streams, most of these demons that win 99.9% of their games rarely have ever lost a match before this patch. Before the 2013 patch, were the main group of folks complaining that the Demon was too weak. If that makes sense, they were winning most of their matches almost entirely, but yet complaining that the Demon still needed buffs. And unfortunately, I believe this is where Saber got their information regarding how to balance the game more in the Demon's favor. Now, what does this do? This obviously makes the game a lot more difficult for survivors, especially solo queue survivors. Solo queue is very, very difficult now unless you have randoms that are on the same type of level as you, that know how the game works exactly and plays almost perfectly, especially against good demons. Now, I think where a lot of the confusion came in, guys, was the fact that demons simply were not having fun playing the game. Early game, especially, because you'd hear a lot of them saying, okay, we have to hit level 10 before we can actually start playing the game. It's essentially just starting the game, running around, trapping everything in sight, everything imaginable, trying to power level so that way you can start taking on the survivors, engaging in combat, and having some fun. Also, eliminating the use of cars for survivors almost entirely. Good demons will know how to flip every single car on the map and basically 100% negating any way of the survivors traversing the map without walking. And because of this, because of these top tier demons that won almost every game anyway, they got the car spawns nerfed to where there's not as many cars on the map anymore. That's okay, that's cool, but however, even after nerfing how many cars are on the map, demon mains are still flipping cars and trying to eliminate a survivor aspect of getting around. So, in a sense, it's understandable to have to flip some cars to gain an advantage as the demon. However, you have to think, for most of these guys that were complaining that the demon was too weak, and I do want to mention that most of them complaining really rarely play Survivor at all, ever. They are pretty much 99% demon-only players that win, again, 99% of their matches, are complaining that their survivors are still too powerful and demons are still too weak. But one thing that they don't understand is they're eliminating a big aspect of the game for survivors by being able to traverse the map with cars as well. Now, do survivors, especially Death Squad survivors, abuse that? Yes, absolutely. However, for a more casual base, for the lesser than 1% of base of survivors that need to utilize these cars to win, and demons are flipping them all over the place, and survivors are having to go, 400, 500 meters to an objective, and then after completing that, they have to go 500 to another objective. It makes it extremely difficult and almost nearly impossible to win on the survivor side. So, in a nutshell, guys, is what I'm saying is, with these demon mains that win almost exclusively all of their games they play, keep wanting more buffs for survivors, demons, this is going to kill the survivor base eventually, because it's making it not fun for survivors. And honestly, as a new player coming to the game, if there's new guys coming to the game wanting to play a solo queue survivor, it is going to be absolutely very difficult and a horrible experience for them to get used to the game, to have fun with the game, or anything like that, because they are just going to get mega stomped by demons. And because there's no ranking in the game or anything like that, there's chances, you're getting good demons all the time, and different things like that, even if you're brand new. So, in my opinion, guys, the 2013 patch, and this, again, is not coming from a biased survivor main. I do play demon. I enjoy playing demon. I'm not 100% amazing at it. However, before the patch, I won 99% of my matches unless I was playing against really good death squads or, really good communicating teams. I didn't win as much as the top 1%, but I still did very, very well, and I was honestly satisfied with how, the balancing was between the demon and survivor, and I didn't even flip cars or anything like that, and I still had good chances to win games, and, lost some too, some close ones and different things like that, but other than that, I never complained about how unbalanced the game is, like these top tier 1% demons complaining consistently about how bad the demon is and how it needs buffed in all different kinds of aspects. In my opinion, this is just the reasoning behind this is because most of them only play demon and don't play survivor much. They enjoy demon, so they want demon to be as good as possible to improve their gameplay experience. However, if you're killing the survivor base of the game, it's going to eventually be the game's demise in general, so it's going to ruin it for the demon players too. Now, guys, this is nothing against Saber or anything like that. The game's still fairly new. There's still balancing changes that need to be made, that are going to be made. I know Saber's experimenting with different things, trying to tweak the game to be more balanced, but a lot of things these asymmetrical games do, and asymmetrical devs do, and I hope that Saber doesn't, is they listen to the top tier players of their games. Whether it's the top streamers or different things like that, without focusing on the bigger spectrum of players. I don't want to say casual, but maybe the lesser skilled players, maybe such as myself. I see myself a little better than average, but not top tier by any means. But the thing is catering to the top 1%, guys, you have to understand that is 1% of your game. So catering to them is going to keep them happy, but the other 99% of the game base is going to be unsatisfied. And there are a ton of survivor mains in this game that like only playing survivor, that are absolutely frustrated and head over heels right now with this patch. They are having a very rough time winning games, some of them even with, really good coordinated squads, especially against Puppeteer and, its power possessed basics. A lot of folks are having a really difficult time enjoying the game anymore from the survivor side, and I see this as a big issue because, in my honest opinion, Demon was not that bad in shape before the 2013 update. I didn't see any reason that it needed to be buffed anymore. The really good demons were winning essentially every single game they played anyway, unless they faced off against a really solid death squad. They were winning every single game anyway. So I really don't see the reason why they needed even more power, more buff to win games even faster now, or 100% of their games. So here's my thing, guys. I'm not here to shit on any of the players in the community or, the Evil Dead devs or anything like that. That's not what this video is about. I'm making this video because Saber does mention that they do have a feedback site that everybody can go on. They can share, whether they want nerfs, buffs in this area, things changed in these areas, that sort of thing. However, I noticed a lot of the patches that are being made in the demon's favor are by content creators voicing their opinions. So I figure, why not myself as well? I feel like I'm building some traction on this game on my YouTube channel. Excuse me, I'm dedicated to this game. I have been since launch. Been playing it hardcore. I know how things work in this game. I see how changes are made from each side in this game. So I want to voice my opinion too, in hopes that maybe this video reaches out to Saber as well, because honestly, I still have a ton of fun with this game, guys. I still have an absolute blast with this game. I'm not like giving up on it anytime soon or anything like that. I love the game purely for the Evil Dead franchise more than the asymmetrical mode. But at the same time, I can understand Survivor's frustrations. I really can. They are valid. Survivor is very difficult now. Solo queue is unbelievably difficult, because even if you have that one random that's running off doing their own thing, dying, the game is essentially pretty much over. I mean, it is so difficult because the demon's power leveling super fast. They now have really, really strong early game, especially the puppeteer. Just essentially, as the demon powers up, it becomes very, very difficult to win these matches anymore. And that is concerning. As in an asymmetrical game, that's very, very concerning. And I feel like that Saber needs to make some changes to balance this game out a little bit more, because I feel like this game is more unbalanced now than what it has ever been. Maybe since the beginning, when the demons were too strong at the beginning, I feel like it's back to that again, but maybe even worse. And again, guys, I can't stress this enough. I'm saying this as a person that plays Demon, that loves Demon. I have a blast with it. I'm a Necromancer main. I play the shit out of it. In a lot of people's opinion, the Necromancer is the weakest Demon. So I enjoyed the hell out of it before the patch. Still enjoy it now. I feel like it's easier to win now, but even before the patch, it still wasn't bad. Games may have been a little bit closer, but that's what the fun of these asymmetrical games are, is to get that heart-pounding end game, to see who's going to win against good squads and things like that. So I'm not going to keep ranting here, guys, but I want to put my opinion out there. I know some of you are going to agree with me. I'm sure some of you are going to disagree with me, but I would appreciate if you guys commented down below. Let me know what your thoughts are too, so we can get this out to Saber. Maybe we can get this video out to them as well, from a concerned veteran player, and also the other veteran fan base and everything like that. And especially new players, it's going to be really, really tough for them to kind of get into the groove from either side, especially Survivor side. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. That's my rant for the day. Again, a YouTuber that I respect very, very well made a video similar to this, so I'm kind of just echoing some things he said. So I want to know what you guys think about that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. My name's Sergeant Moose. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.